What a week to be a FEHtuber. Welcome back to another episode of A Dramatic Fate. Yes, that's what I'm calling it. We start again with Connor Zach, something of a regular on this series, who makes waves again by starting what would be a run-of-the-mill Smash stream with this list. Now, I know what you might be thinking. The most glaring mistake on this list is the fact that I was listed as even with Noodle Arms Dream Deluxe Mr. Zach himself. Now, I personally think he would shatter like glass after one glance at my Berkut-like frame, but what's more concerning was the aftermath of said list. Several FEHtubers and Feh fans began making lists of their own, placements of popular figures in the scene like DTM, Sashadow, Tacho, and others strung about. A fun affair indeed, but it was left at that, until Halloween of this year, when Oblivion Night decided to press the live button and answer some questions on stream.
Question. This one's gonna be from another FEHtuber. It's gonna be Connor Zach. Connor Zach does a lot of fun Summoner Duel streams. That's usually what content I catch from him. And he wants to know, which FEHtubers do you think you could win in a fight? So I think he's talking about a fist fight, I'm guessing. And it's a really hard question, right? Because I think all the FEHtubers are kind of badasses, right? Like, you got Pretty has like the toddler muscles. Like, you cannot underestimate a mom who has to carry around their toddler. Like, they are actually buff. No matter what they look like, they are buff. You just don't know it. So I think Pretty can kick my ass probably, right? Promise is like a warrior of light, so she can probably kick my ass. Joel is like super Chad, like ripped, giant guys. Like, yes, ask her. So Joel could probably kick my ass, right? Phoenix Masters can blow my brain up with like a death note or something. So it's gonna be pretty hard. I think there's only one FEHtuber I could really beat in a fight for sure, and that's Connor Zach, of course, right? I think that's just the obvious one. Connor Zach would just get knocked out probably one hit. So I think that's definitely the one person I could beat in a fist fight.
Now, clearly Connor is starting trouble, like the menace he is. But instead of taking the normal FEHtuber route of avoiding conflict, Oblivion shows he got that dog in him and doubles down, saying he could wipe the floor exclusively with Connor. Whether this will be addressed in the future awaits to be seen, but I personally am so down for a good old-fashioned scrap. Normally, I would be taking the side of Oblivion. He was provoked and provided an alpha clapback that hasn't been seen since the likes of, well, really ever in this space. However, he made one fatal mistake.
We got another question from Squadala, and Squadala wants to know, when it comes to saving orbs, how do you stop yourself from emptying the coffers for that shiny new toy? So Squadala, I'm gonna have to break it to you. This is gonna be a little bit hard to say, but
Dude, I picked out the easiest name. I literally wasn't creative enough to have a clever name, so I stole it from a meme with the intent that this didn't happen. It's Squadala, dude. Like the funny link, not Squadala. What is that? Turns out you really can't trust anyone in this community. It's FEHology, of course, who follows me on Twitter. In this cutthroat world that is a gacha collecting group, just remember that there's no time and your sword is enough. Squadala.